What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Krusty Christie. Merry Christmas to everyone. The special day is almost here. 6 days away. Can't wait. Still got, here we go, I got it right. Never know which way. Still got my Christmas lights going. It's all shiny down here. It's not like they're little light bulbs, you know, Christmas lights. It makes it look like if I didn't have that, it would kind of look like it's like really bright out. Oh my gosh, it's like a nuclear. Anyways, I love Christmas decorations. Walking by, driving by Christmas decorations. Anyways, sorry. Hope everyone's doing good. Merry Christmas. And this video, sneaky girlfriend said I was controlling her freedom of speech, so I gave her the freedom of being single. Let's check it out, shall we?
Am I the a-hole for controlling my girlfriend's freedom of speech? No joke. And a big shout out to Matt for sending me this story. He says here, basically, that's what I was accused of. My girlfriend Rachel, a 30-year-old female, and I, 30 years old, have been together
I need to hear this.
for 5 years with a strong relationship.
Freedom of speech.
However, yesterday, I accidentally overheard Rachel and her best friend Emily discussing my best friend Nick's appearance. The conversation was predominantly Rachel describing Nick as ridiculously hot and charming. Emily asked Rachel why she chose me over Nick, and Rachel replied laughing as if Nick would have chosen me. In other words, she'd love to be the best friend, couldn't get the best friend, so she's settling for this guy. Guys, most of the time women settle, period. But then the way she said that whole thing,
An ad already. Read the room,
yeah, not
YouTube.
good. You don't want to be second best. Says here, I felt hurt, disrespected, and angry. At worst, it sounds like Rachel wants to sleep with Nick. At best, she's being disrespectful to her relationship and me. She is being disrespectful, and I guarantee had Nick showed her any attention, boom, she'd be gone.
Exactly.
When I confronted her later in private, Rachel apologized but dismissed.
If any guy that she thinks is more attractive than the guy she's dating, she's gonna go and cheat. She's gonna leave. The girl, she's basically saying, I'm just with him because, you know, my first option, you know, doesn't want me. Now I want to be alone, so I guess I'll be with him. Why would you? As soon as I heard that, I would be like, we're gone, we're done, I'm gone, you're gone, we're done. That sounds like true marriage, true wifey material right there. True love, true love. You want to waste your money on a girl like that.
Missed the conversation as a girl talk that I wasn't meant to hear. She claimed I'm overreacting and should focus on our relationship. No, not in today's world. Nobody wants to hear their second best. If she overheard him saying the same thing to one of his bros about her girlfriend, you don't think she would go into the stratosphere of anger? Of course not. We argued. I expressed my concerns and said it's okay to have a crush on someone, but to have a crush on my best friend, who we hang out with on an almost daily basis, and let her friend undermine our relationship is wrong on so many levels. Rachel accused me of being overly dramatic, controlling her speech, and lacking trust. Controlling her speech, freedom of speech. He's not a government agency, for goodness sake. And he has reason to be concerned. Anybody would be. This happened.
I wonder what black people who've seen this video were like thinking or saying. Excuse me? Freedom of speech? Hi, how you doing? Women have more freedom of speech than black men. I truly believe that. White women, especially good-looking white women, white privilege, have more freedom of speech than black men. I truly believe that.
But yesterday, we haven't fought since. There is an unresolved tension between us. Am I the a-hole? No. You're allowed to have an issue about this, okay? And he's probably thinking about marrying her at this point. He's 30 years old. I guarantee she's dropping hints. You don't want to hear that you're second best. And something tells me, and by the way, this wasn't just girl talk, okay? All of us can be attracted to other people, okay?
Him hearing that was like the best thing. It's the best thing he could have heard. It was like divine intervention. Just think if he didn't hear that. He would think that his girlfriend loved him, that he was her first choice, and he was saying how he wanted to marry her and stuff like that. No. Well, yeah, but she's just settling. Women are just full of secrets, and she's mad at him. If it was the other way around, like he said, oh, she would have went off. Women, the girlfriend, all girlfriends would have went off. Oh, so, your friend who you wanted to be with is taken, unavailable, so you're just settling with me? Is that it? Huh? She would have, they would be swearing, going off. You could use what she said. You're taking this out of, complex. It's not what you heard. It's not what you think. That she would ignore that. Oh, really? What is it then? What am I supposed to think?
Even the most loving married couples
Double
think someone's
standard.
good looking, but there's a difference when you're saying pretty much, hey, I would have taken her, she would have chosen me, or for a woman to say I would have taken him, you would have chosen me. That's hurtful. Now some comments here. One guy says, freedom of speech is freedom from legal prosecution and government retaliation, not freedom from public judgment or non-legal consequences for one's actions. Now use your freedom of speech to say fuck you, bye to her. Yeah, him trying to intrude on her freedom of speech is ridiculous. Another guy says, no one will react well if she overheard her boyfriend having a similar conversation, and frankly, no one would expect her to. I think that some women would need to learn to be more respectful when they speak. They aren't in the 7th grade slumber party talking about the dream guy from English class. They are hooked for words and make the boyfriend look bad even if he doesn't overhear the conversation. Exactly. Now for the update. He says, I don't know how many people will be interested in this, but here goes. Trust me, sir, we're interested. I'm still trying to process everything that's happened since I last posted my story. I ended things with Rachel, and it's been a tough few days. Of course, it's been 5 years even with her. Of course that's tough. And you wouldn't be human if it wasn't tough. But you can't move.
I missed that part. They were together for 5 years. I missed that part from the beginning. They were together for 5 years, and she still is thinking about this other guy. I was thinking to myself, maybe they've been dating for like a few months or like 6-7 months. Even so, I would be like, I'm gone, bye. I'm not sticking around because your first choice doesn't want you or is unavailable. I forget what the situation was. You're just with me because you're settling. Because what do women hate? Being single. They don't want to be single. They hate it. Even feminists. A lot of feminists are lesbians. And they start dating. Anyways, 5 years. I'm glad that he broke things off. Oh my gosh, 5 years. There's people that get married after a year. You think her feelings would have changed if he asked her to marry him and they got married? No. Feelings don't go away. Feelings don't go away just like that. Actually, feelings never go away. It's just you have to suppress them because it's like, she's taken. Yeah, taken out of the dating realm. Gone. You might still have some feelings in the heart, but you can't do anything. I mean, if you do, then you're a douchebag or you're a bitch. Or 5 years. Oh my goodness, is he so lucky. He is so lucky. This guy who broke up with her. He is so lucky that he overheard her talking to her friend. 5 years of dating this girl, and she's still thinking about this guy. What's his name? Nick? Or women are just, money and women are the root of all evil. Never forget that, guys. Never forget that. I'm not just saying that, it's the truth. Money and women are the root of all evil. Jeez, 5 years dating.
Or with her knowing this, and the fact that how she dismissed him and gaslighted his fault. You're infringing on my freedom of. I'm still trying to process everything that's happened since I last posted my story. I ended things with Rachel, and it's been a tough few days. Of course, it's been 5 years even with her. Of course that's tough. You wouldn't be human if it wasn't tough. But you can't move forward with her knowing this. And the fact that how she dismissed him and gaslighted his fault. You're infringing on my freedom of speech and that crap.
He dodged a bullet. And her saying you're infringing on my freedom of speech. Are you effing kidding me? Any women that are watching this and you think, oh, he was infringing on her freedom of speech. She was talking to her friend and he overheard. F you.
Freedom of speech and that crap, no. After I confronted her about what I overheard, she completely shut down. Every time I brought it up, she dismissed my concerns, telling me I was overreacting and being too sensitive. He gave her a chance to apologize and mean it and all that, and she kept just twisting it around.
Women can't apologize.
She made me feel like I was the one with the problem, not her. It was gaslighting at its finest.
Women turn things around. Instead of apologizing or saying I'm sorry, they turn things around on you. They feed off your insecurities. Oh, you overheard that? Honey, I didn't. I love you. Okay, I still have some feelings towards Nick, but I love you. And I'm sorry you overheard that. No. She turns it around.
Well, they're Jedi Masters at it. Made me feel like I was the one with the problem, not her. Her fault. She made me feel like I was the one with the problem, not her. It was gaslighting at its finest. Well, they're Jedi Masters at it.
That's what they do.
I talked to Nick about what happened. Even he was weirded out by Rachel's behavior, and she crossed a major boundary, and admitted her actions gave him the ick. Hearing that made him realize I wasn't overreacting. Yeah, he probably saw his buddy Nick here probably saw her as like a sister, so it was like, oh shit. Rachel's constant dismissal and refusal to acknowledge the hurt.
I love it. Even the guy that she still has feelings for. Oh. Thinks that she's gross for having feelings for him and stuff. I love it.
Behavior, and she crossed a major boundary. Oh, not her. It was gaslighting at its finest. Well, they're Jedi Masters at it. I talked to Nick about what happened. Even he was weirded out by Rachel's behavior, and she crossed a major boundary, and admitted her actions gave him the ick. Hearing that made him realize I wasn't overreacting. Yeah, he probably saw his buddy Nick here probably saw her as like a sister, so it was like, oh shit. Rachel's constant dismissal and refusal to acknowledge the hurt she caused finally made me realize I deserve better. I ended a 5-year relationship. Oh, I can imagine all the drama and fireworks from her. And I'm sure he was probably getting texts from her friends and family yelling at him and stuff like that. You're so insecure. But what really got me was that Rachel texted Nick just a few days after he broke up and asked him to go to a movie. Nick told her to never contact him again and blocked her number. There you go.
Bam!
There you go. Now here's the thing: did she do it because she figured, hey, I'm now single, or did she do it as just pure revenge? You know, I gotta wonder if she thought that she actually stood a chance with Nick. I gotta wonder if she just thought Nick will probably say no, but just the fact that I'll do it might drive.
Oh my goodness. You know what? What do I got to lose? I'll shoot my shot. Rejected.
The wedge between them. Let's think about that. But no surprise, something's done. I left no fury. I'm still hurting, but I know I made the right choice. Being single is better than being with someone who doesn't respect me. Yes, the problem is most guys can't handle being single. They got to be with somebody. They can't be alone. And gentlemen, you're never going to be in a place where you want to be in life and multiple friends if you can't handle being alone. Because otherwise, if you've got to be with people, you're going to settle for rotten friends or rotten girlfriends or marry a rotten woman. No, it's better to be alone and be cool with it. And that way you can be selective in who you let in your life and all that.
Don't rush
it's just how it is.
into anything.
Good for him. And again, we could debate whether she actually was pursuing Nick, thinking she had a chance, or knew he would turn her down, but just did this to drive a wedge between them. Who knows? Now a couple comments here. This guy says, your ex-girlfriend was a gaslighter of legendary proportions, as you suggested. You did not try to control her freedom of speech. You told her that you overheard her speaking. You didn't try to stop her. The problem is she couldn't keep her big mouth shut. That's on her. Her disrespect is also of legendary proportions. To be fair, though, she was right about one thing. Nick would never have chosen her, not because it was ever a competition between you and him for her affection. It was because he had the best friend you and a long-term girlfriend. Yes, bros before hoes. Can't stress that enough. Guys, getting a best friend, a couple bros in your life that have your back that you can absolutely trust,
before
that is worth more than all the hot-ass girls in the world that would want to do anything with you. I can't stress that enough. I would take 2 bros any day of the week than having 100 hot freaking former Baywatch babes, as in what they looked like in the 90s, and swimsuit models and all that I could hook up on a daily basis. Those bros are worth it all. He proved his loyalty to you and his girl by blocking your superficial ex and telling you straight away. You have the perfect friend here. You will be, easily find a better girlfriend. You have a great future ahead of you with a great friend who will always have your back. Amen. There you go. So
that's the end. What a great end. What a great end. And an even better ending for that guy If he didn't hear that, he would have asked her to marry him, like he said he wanted to. And she would have said yes. And if she had a chance, like to cheat with Nick, bam. If she had to cheat with some guy that she found more attractive, let's face it, she's a cheater. She's a future cheater. Probably cheated on. She might have even cheated on the guy that she was dating who broke up with her. 5 years? I bet you she cheated, because women cheat more than men, and by women themselves saying women cheat more than men, they're just smarter at getting away with it. They cover their tracks, they get their girlfriends involved to help them out. Guys are just sloppy. It's what women say. They're not smart about it. But yeah, what a great ending. Merry Christmas, everyone! Like always and forever. Take care, be safe, peace everyone. Stay warm out there.